Love the awkward silence at the beginning. Wait until YouTube tells me to go. Fairly sure this is coming through anyway, but I don't care about that. Hey guys, and welcome to Saturday streams. We are playing career mode in Kerbal Space Program 1.2.1. It is the latest version, I do believe. We are picking up from where we left off 2 weeks ago after the failed DMP experiment last time. It should all be good, though. I'm gotta say, I'm not exactly sure what it is we're doing today, so let's go have a look in the available contracts. Now, we can rendezvous these two ships. That is definitely going to be something that we want to do. Now, we're looking for stuff that we can do around Kerbin, right? So explore is literally just rendezvous to vessels around Kerbin. Let's go and have a look and see if we've got anything around Kerbin to rendezvous with, because that would make our job a lot easier. We do not. Okay, that's fine. It's totally fine. We can deal with this. Now, I was really hoping we'd have like a rescue contract that we could fulfill or something like that from Orbit of Kerbin. That's good, so we can send up a rescue person. We've got a lot, actually, for rescue. Should we get them both? Should we get them both? I think we'll get them both. That then gives us a reason to put two vessels into orbit. Hey, Callum, how are you doing, buddy? We're not doing the science version of DMP today because basically I ran out of time, afraid to say. So I thought we were KSP version 12.1. Yeah, that's the one. 12.1. Is that what I wrote? Let's change that. Thank you very much. I will change that in the title. Whew, yeah, cool. Okay, so we've done that. We now need to make a rescue vehicle, which we should have kicking around somewhere. I'm fairly sure we've got a rescue vessel. No, we don't. Okay, that's fine. So let's get our Mun orbit vessel. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. We can do a few things to make this rescue craft worthy. So let's put us over a single piece. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do that. And that should make everything okay, right? I see no reason for this not to work, unless we've got larger fuel tanks. We do not. Okay, so the only thing I think we need... electricity required, but not generated. Electricity is stored, but not generated. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. This has got some science on it. This is... What is going on with the frame rate when I look around there? Do you guys get that? Oh, stuttery. Hey, another three, how are you doing? Nice chatting with you earlier, by the way, buddy. So we're gonna... Do we need anything else to come up with this? I don't think we do. I think we literally just want to take this up to go and get ourselves a new Kerbal, right? That's what we're doing. I know it's called Mun Orbit. That's not what we're doing. We're going to rescue Juan. There's an A there somewhere. Juan? Rescue Juan? Yeah, maybe. That's it. Let's launch. Let's go. Okay, so we're going to do simple rescue contracts that get... Oh, Jeb, what are you doing there? I tell you... Oh, no, revert to a vehicle assembly is what we wanted, not revert to... revert flight to vehicle assembly so we can kick Jebediah out of the seat. Hey, Luna Cop, however it's pronounced. It's the double O. Always throws me off. I want to say ooh, Coop. Let's go. Let's fly. Stream quality appears to be rather low. Oh, no, really? YouTube is telling me everything is A-OK. Perhaps you would like to try a restart your end. Latest update. Yeah, no, everything seems all right on YouTube's end. Another three, Luna Quop. How are you guys doing on the stream quality? Is everyone doing okay? Is it just Callum, or is it a universal thing? No SAS, that's fine. Look, we got two here that we can go for. Let's send them around a little bit. Stream quality seems low. That always worries me. That does always worry me, unfortunately. There's not a great deal. I'm just having a look. I mean, everything seems to be going alright. Hang about. Let me check my Steam. I did recently purchase GTA, and it's been downloading for the past, like, forever. No, Steam says it's okay. Stream seems to be fine now. Cool. Okay, that's fine. That's good. It's good. Take a few seconds to check, but all right, no SAS can be engaged. That's fine. 3, 2, 1, go! We can fly without SAS. We're not completely incompetent when it comes to rocket flight. We're slightly incompetent, just not completely incompetent. So this is going to be a heavily managed launch. If you watch my controls down there, they are going to be constantly tweaking because I'm not the greatest pilot. I can't just set it up to continue falling over. I mean, I suppose I could if we just kind of push it a little bit, and then I think from here, we should be able to just leave it. Just let it go. Let it go. I'm not going to start seeing that. I would expect everybody to flood. After a long time, I'm actually able to see your stream. Thanks, Luna. What happened? I presume there was a reasoning behind that. For no reason other than I'm interested, you know. I'm not gonna hold it against you. That would be bizarre. Bizarre. Okay, we're kind of going all right. Maybe a little bit fast, maybe a little bit steep, but that should be all a-okay. And now I believe, we're at the point where we can just leave it. Yeah, we are. Okay, so let's come out and maybe set this one as the target. Okay, that should be good. Are we roughly on point? We're not. We could be going a little bit further north. I don't really want to play with it too much because the chances of us getting aerodynamically unstable and spinning out. Yeah, people don't like being proved wrong in Other 3, unfortunately. I mean, it is something that almost everybody suffers from. Almost. Apart from a well-trained scientist. Yeah, I can understand why ZTech's feeling a little bit salty. I read in the Discord group what had happened. It's unfortunate, but we are playing a war game, right? But let's not talk about that on stream. That's for us to talk about in another group discussion at some point, right? Okay, so we are going to make our way up to the top, hopefully. I don't want to go too far off of prograde, if I can help it. I was kind of hoping we'd be a little bit closer than this, but that's fine. That is fine. I'm going to wait until we go up to about here. Or maybe we can make a maneuver nude. It's all about the maneuver nudes. Something like that. I mean, that is pretty far off, isn't it? But maybe if we're good... Oh, there we go. We can get those two markers to match up. No, we can't. It's terrible. It's terrible. How far up does periaps need to be? I mean, we're close. Let's have a look at this marker over here. How close can we bring them in the first move? In fact, I'm starting to run out of time, but about there. That's kind of what I want, right? Let's do this. Let's burn. Maybe a little bit late. Maybe a little bit late, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. How much fuel do we have left in this stage? Quite a lot. Well, indeed, quite a lot. That's fine. This should bring us into perfect alignment with someone at some time. Another 3 is not exactly about the video quality at the moment as he's watching on a mobile. That's fair enough. That is cool. Okay, we are just flying by the seat of our pants right now. We do have a little bit of computer help, but we cannot do an SAS hold because this little probe at the front here is useless. Did I put... Oh, I've got a battery on there. That's the thing. Now, does this auto-hibernate? Let's put that on auto. That's kind of important. Okay, let's get out to the map view here and see what's going on. I'm going to knock that out, and then we're going to keep an eye on these. I want that intersect to get relatively tight. I think we're all right for now. 12 kilometers. Seems good. Seems workable, right? Seems workable. We've come up very, very high, but that should just enable us to get the match soon. Okay, so do we have the warp here? I would like to be able to click there and go warp here. It doesn't look like we can. That's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, look at that. Okay, we'll have to do a manual warp then. Am I downloading GTA 5? Yes, but I'm not going to be playing it until my girlfriend also has built her machine and got that up and running because we're going to be playing it together. So, yeah. Luna Cop has deleted the internet. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. It says 2 people are watching, but 3 people have been speaking. So, look at that. Brilliant. Right, how are we going to be coming in on this node here? We've got 12 kilometers to try and sort of burn off, if you will, as we get close. I'm reckoning if we come in... we've just actually passed the... what's this? Descending node. So then would have been really the time to muck around with things like that. Whatever. Whatever. Okay, let's try and come over here. Now, remember, when we're heading towards or using the prograde marker, what we want to be doing is pulling it, if you will, from from there towards this point, and we want to try and line it up with the target marker there. So I'm just gonna pop it over here and then make a massive burn. That works, right? Yeah, 1.5 kilometers. When we get in towards that 1.5, we'll start doing a few slowy down bits. Ah, the majesty of low orbit, hey? Love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, let's try and get ourselves a nice approaching burn sorted. If I just keep nudging it a little bit to the side, we should end up with my rocket pointed towards the rendezvous target, hopefully. I hope. It should all work out fine. Let's turn that music down a little bit. Now, how close do we want to get before we start slowing ourselves down? I reckon it is probably just a couple of kilometers. So let's go from about here. Let's just let that count down. And when we get down below, oh, I don't know, 4 or 5 kilometers, about there, let's start pushing that over that way so that we can set a collision course. That's what we want, really. It's a very well plotted collision course with an awesome braking maneuver at the end. That's how you do. That's how you do a rendezvous. Very well. Very, very well, if you ask me. Anyway, okay, let's slow down. Oh, maybe not. I was trying to use the SAS. We know that does not work here. How far away are we? We're getting very close. Very close. We could get 200 meters away. So let's do a little bit of a time warp. Let it come below 500 meters. Maybe we want to start slowing down at this point. Heading towards at 28 meters per second. That is quite a rate if you stop and think about how fast you have to be going. To even go a meter per second, you've got to be absolutely booking it. Oh, now we're headed away. It doesn't say I'm headed away. Oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does. Should we do a stage? I think we should do a stage. Let's get rid of this big bulky bit, and then we can kind of point ourselves in the correct direction a little bit easier. Trying to use my SAS again to get me pointed in the right direction. Is this good enough for a rendezvous? It is good enough for a rendezvous. So we're going to grab her. Okay, so this kind of makes the next launch a little bit redundant, but that's fine. That's fine. Let's try and get her over as close as possible. We'd like to come to a stop within tens of meters, you know. This kind of looks good. Let's just push it until we can get close to 0. Swap over. No, not you. Hey, Jatris, how are you doing? I'd like you to go EVA. Brilliant. And now I think I would like you... That's the debris. Where's the actual vessel? There's the actual vessel. If we could just keep an eye on that and let's fly towards it. Hey, let's just fly towards it. I think we're doing well. I think we are doing well. Just going to slowly drift on over there. Maybe we could get a second Kerbal inside this craft. Or at least holding on, you know. That would class as a recover, right? No, we've got to actually recover. That's unfortunate. Nothing that we can't deal with, though. Okay, everything seems to be going okay. Let's just kind of make that drift a precise one? I suppose precise is the word we're looking for here. Hello, the 3 silent viewers that have joined us since the beginning of the stream. I've already talked to another 3, Callum and Luna Quop. There's no W in that. I don't know why I keep saying Quop. I suppose it's the Q-op. You know, the running game? I don't know if you guys know about that, but wow, what a game. What a game. Let's try and get in here. Grab it. Perfect. Let's board up. And now, do we want to do anything other than just try and make an immediate stop? I think we just want to make an immediate stop. If we go to orbit and there, look, that's where we're supposed to go. Let's try and, I mean, we can't come down perfectly vertically. That's a bad move, right? We know that's a bad move. Doesn't mean we're not going to try it, though. I don't know. Where can we go? Where can we go? It'd be nice if we could put down somewhere useful, but I'm really not that bothered. I just want to burn off all my fuel. Try and... Oh, this one's a pilot. Look. Oh, we could put SAS... Oh, maybe we should have gone somewhere else with them then. Maybe we should have gone. Hello, Richard William. How are you doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. It's good. Always good to talk to people. Always good to talk to people. We are currently burning down for all we are worth. I mean, ideally, we want to try and get back there. I don't think I'm going to be able to completely reverse my trajectory, but I might be able to. I might. I've got a lot of fuel to spare. Got a lot of fuel. I mean, kind of what I wanted to do was actually go past Angus, but I didn't have a 2-cockpit vessel. The bridge over the River Kwai. Yeah. Okay. Now, do we think we're going to be able to turn around with this? I would love to be able to turn around with this craft. I've just got a feeling it's not really going to happen the way I want it to. Could definitely, should have put a bigger engine on this. Though that said, the LV909 is definitely one of the preferred space engines. The only one better is the Ant, at least in my opinion. You throw a few Ants on there, the to weight ratio is amazing. You just need a lot of them, like a lot. Thank you very much for the kind words. For the kind words, William. Richard Williams, sorry. I'm always so good with people's names. Are we going to be able to turn around? We're getting close, If we could land at the KSP island, that would also be kind of cool. Oh, no. Okay, right. This is where we're coming down. I think it might be time to jettison that. Yeah, and let's use our heat shield, because that is what we've made. Oh, wait. Science. Man, I keep forgetting to do the science. Observe the mystery goo. Oh, wait. Have I still got science mode written down? No, I did change it to career. Cool. Because we were going to do science mode to begin with, but unfortunately a few things didn't fall together. Log temperature, nothing to worry about there. I just transmitted that home for no reason. Log pressure, nothing to worry about there. Let's get a crew report. These crew reports are generally things I missed. No. Too much air resistance to do an EVA, do you reckon? Sort of. EVA report, get back inside. Brilliant. There we go. That was good. I like that. I like that a lot. We are at the point where it doesn't want us to pop a parachute. I should have put some drogue chutes on here or something like that. I think we've been here before, haven't we? Let's try and rock around. Hello, G Chubby BSJI. Wow, that's a saying you got there, man. That's a saying you got there. Let's try and keep this flipping around. I mean, I'm tempted to pop my parachutes now. What do you guys think? We're going to need to do so. We are slowing down. Jatris in here must be sick as anything. Trying to keep the aerodynamics off of the very bottom. We don't want to plummet like a rock, look. I don't know, maybe. 4 kilometers, I'm going to pop some parachutes. We're going to have a long time to wait, but that's fine. I wish there was a way, as I say many times, that we could just kind of leave this now in approach. It's now part of the Kerbal Space Program. We've saved them. We have made our first rendezvous, which is nice because we don't have any docking ports yet. Though I think that is the thing we're going to be working towards today, is docking ports. I don't know about you guys. Hello, Callum's like using one Ant, that pod, an offset Oscar B, and a parachute and heat shield, and you got an escape pod. Yeah, that's straight up. I think, like, as much as I like this pod, I do think the Mark 1 lander can is a little bit more useful, kind of the more square one, if you will. We've still got 400 meters to fall down. That is fine. Another 3. I'm sure we've had a word about your racist jokes. That's one of them. Just to point out, if you could refrain from that, it'd be a lot better. In fact, there we go. Cleaning up the chat. That's what it's all about. Okay, we landed at a ×4, but that's all good. We are floating now. Can we get the EVA? Yeah, from Kerbin's water. Lovely. Can we get a surface sample from the water? No, we've obviously not put that, upgraded that building. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, let's recover this and do the other one. Unfortunately, we're going to have to do that exactly the same now. I thought we would have to launch 2 craft, but it turns out launching a craft at a bit of debris in orbit counts as a rendezvous, and I did not expect that, actually. Perhaps, I don't know, let's come in there and have a look. Perhaps what we could have done... Oh, I've got 200 now. We're working towards this one, the specialised construction, because that's where the Clampertrons are. That said, look, Clampertron Juniors, do we want those instead? And we can make a tiny little thing. Hey, Jurassic Xenomorph, how are you doing? What do you reckon? Tiny little space station? Tiny space station for tiny probes? I'm kind of feeling that. Let's try that. Boom. Got it. There should be some other things I want as well. Things like the advanced fuel systems. Because I've used some fuel lines. I mean, how good are fuel lines? Fuel lines are great. Okay, that's all the things we need to spend there. Cancer makes jobs. Cancer does indeed make jobs. Can you imagine the economic powerhouse that is any disease, I suppose. Tiny station. Wow, people love the idea of a tiny station. Let's do the tiny station. If only I had more zero scale parts. You know the ones I mean. Let's go and have a look. I presume most of you know how the advanced bit here works. So you can do the cross section. You can go, hey, show me the tiny parts that I've got. Oh man. I mean, I just don't think I'm going to make an entire space station out of what's there. I don't even have a tiny fuel tank. Wait, where's my zero fuel tank? I'm sure there was at least one. I don't know. Okay, filled by module, ablator, active radiator. I very rarely go and have a look through all of these, even these tech levels, because the only one I ever want is either by function or by cross section. If I'm being really picky. Okay, that was a rescue Juan. What's the name of the next rescue craft? We're going to make a slightly better one. I hope. Space station for ants. Just to let you know, we do have to make another space rescue before we can actually move on to the space station for ants. I kind of want one of those. Yeah, that's good. We will pop this here. Always have too much fuel on that last design, so let's try this. That looks like a good rendezvous craft. Do we have the ability of SAS? We do not. So let's... all the monoprop is already taken care of. It's almost as if I went through and done things like that beforehand. Okay, so we want that, and then we need a way of launching this into low Kerbal orbit. OKO. Do we reckon 3? I reckon 3. 3 is normally good and fine for getting us up into orbit. I'm going to put a swivel on the bottom here, and now we're going to start doing for the first time in our career mode, we're going to have liquid boosters. It's the only time it makes sense is when you've got the fuel lines. I turn the snap off. I would like that, thank you. Before you get the fuel line snap, it's just as easy to do solid boosters, and if nothing else, it's a lot cheaper. But once you get the ability to do essentially asparagus, though I suppose this is going to be onion staging, you can... making the liquid is suddenly a lot more... Is efficient the word? I'm not sure if efficient is the word. I mean, it's not like I'm trying to lift that much. Also, my flag is wrong. I've just noticed that. Where's my flag? I know I put it in here. We had one from Jurassic Xenomorph. Give me a second. It must be in the other save or something. That's not on, I tell you. That is super not on. In fact, it's going to take me a long time to get to the file that I want to. Kerbal's are 10 times smaller, so that's close enough. And then build an enormous one and make the travel to Judah. Yeah. Oh, who was it who did that? Literally, someone just did a video all about that. It was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. We need to go to C, Program Files, Steam. Because I'm sure everybody knows where your Steam folders are being kept, right? Common Kerbal Space Program. There we go. Somewhere in here it should be... Oh, okay. I must have downloaded it and put it somewhere else. Damn it. That's very unprofessional of me. I am so sorry, Jurassic Xenomorph. I actually wanted to have busted that out today. Oh, man. That is super unprofessional of me. I will have to do something to sort that out. I'm sure I will find it. I mean, to be fair, I'm not exactly the most professional streamer in the world. I mean, I've seen people, they kind of plan and stuff. I'm like, what? Planning? This is not a thing that happens. Does that look good? Does that look good? This is like super OP. Super OP. Just for going up into low Kerbal orbit and rescuing a Kerbal. Do we have a name for 2? I know, Jurassic. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Rescue. No, Requeue. Wait, Requeue? Rescue. There we go. That's probably still spelt wrong. Rescue Q. Why not? Let's do it. Save. Launch. Go. Hey, Warduck. How are you doing? Too many parts. What? Are you kidding me? 39 parts? It's these small fuel tanks, isn't it? It's these small. Let's get rid of the aerodynamics. No one needs that. Still 33. So if we get rid of those and these and go for a big fuel tank. I mean, do we just want to upgrade? Don't save. Don't save. Never planning a stream makes them fun. This is what I like to say. This is what I like to say. Oh man, I clicked instead of right clicked. What is this? What is? It's like I don't know how to play games. So I'm just trying to figure out what was going in the chat there. 225. We can of course afford that. Of course. Expect chaos. Chaos will happen. Chaos will happen. Do I have the rescue queue autosave ship? Brilliant. That saved me a lot of effort. Let's save that. Okay. Cool. Well, are we missing anything? No. I've got a feeling we're going to have a very easy time from now on. I do not have a way of creating electricity other than obviously the alternators in the engines themselves. Let's put another battery pack down as we are pretty short of power. Okay, looking good. Does the staging look fine? It kind of looks all good. Okay, let's go. Senpai, I have noticed you. Quinton Gill. I presume that's your name. Quinton Gill. Once again, Jebediah has worked his way into the seating plan. We did not want that. Jeb, seriously, like, this is legitimately the reason that I dislike Jeb as a person. Look, we've got much better trained pilots, and he's just like, oh, I'll fly this. It's like, no, you won't. And look, I did it. I've got so irate over Jeb that I clicked on the wrong button. So irate over Jeb, get out of my ship. The rescue queue. Out. Fly. Be gone with you. Be gone with you. Just better. Rescue is no operational SAS. That is fine. We were expecting that. Let's try 3/4 thrust. Go! Alright, that's rubbish. Let's go up for full thrust. Yeah, in fact, that is about the right amount that we want to be lifting off with. Now, let's see if we can't just kind of turn over a little bit harder than last time. Wait. Did anybody wait to see if we were in the right spot compared to the ship we want to pick up? We're not. We're not even close. I'm going to revert to the launch, and we're going to wait. Because, you know, he's a great pilot. What, I'm a great pilot, or Jebediah is a great pilot? I'm waiting to see who's Angus is. Angus is the person we need to see now. Now, last time I did it as they were just coming over, like, this bit of desert. So maybe we want to do it as they're coming over this bit of desert. Maybe this is the lift we want to go for here. Who is it who's messaging me at the moment? I can never read my Steam messages online whilst I'm streaming. I should let you guys know that. Look, we got our Apple Apps marker. Isn't that nice? It's always good when they get to show us those things. Okay, that has now been thrown out to orbit somewhere. Who knows where. Are we turning over enough? This is the question. This is the question. I don't know. Let's go this way. It's looking good. It's looking good. Just a push in the right direction at the right time should do things well. Yeah, no, this would be cool. This should be cool. I'm just going to turn off. No, I'm not. Oh, it's a save. It's not a save. Is it a save? It's not a save. It's a save. Ish. No, it's not a save. It was a save for a second. Okay, well, that was that. That was a good launch, guys. Should we go again? Revert flight to launch. Okay, we'll just let that do a thing. We'll just let that do a thing. Hey, Regular Ruby. So far, you have missed a single... offline. There we go. You have missed a single rescue attempt. I thought we were gonna have to do 2 because it wanted us to do a rendezvous. That was the contract we were on at the time. Unfortunately, it turned out that making rendezvous with the debris that the rescue people were in was enough to cause the rendezvous contract to tick. Which means we're now stuck doing a ridiculous rescue contract that we didn't really need to do. Is this going well? It's kind of going well. Let's try and get us down into the prograde marker there in a slow and controlled manner. That is the main trick here. Maybe some solid boosters wouldn't have gone amiss. We're not really accelerating at the rate we're accustomed to, are we? Should be fine, though. Should be fine. Feels a little unstable in the air, I've got to say. Does feel incredibly unstable. Look at this twist that I've picked up. And what I've done now is revert it to launch without actually waiting for the rendezvous time to tick over again, making sure that the ship we want to rendezvous with is behind me in orbit a little bit. That's fine. That's fine. We can live with that. Okay, is this good now? Are we on a trajectory that can... Oh. Definitely didn't press the space bar when I meant to press the slow down button there. That's okay. We're going to slow down because we've got the less rockets. I wonder what blew up. I wonder what blew up. I just kind of want to sit it in the pocket of the prograde marker there. Come out this way, see what's going on. We want to make sure that we can... Right, we're going to try and match up with him. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, tell you what's not though is the amount of drift that was going on. I was just looking around my map view trying to figure out a few things. Okay, this should be okay. This should be okay. We're at 75, 77 kilometers up, 78. I think we're going to go about that far. That's fine. This is all good. A normal house blew up, all the debris slowing down. Oh man, what? Hey. Zooming in whilst trying to read the chat. Ship is beautiful, nice. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Powered landing, please. I mean, we could try the powered landing. Yeah, alright, let's try and do the powered landing. Rendezvous is obviously the first thing we need to do. I'm going to add this maneuver here and see if anything... Oh, look at that. If only we didn't crash into the planet on the other side, that'd be great. Ooh, well, we had to add some swishy bits. What are the swishy bits going to meet up with? No, none of them. I mean, we can go for a single orbit rendezvous. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? What could possibly go wrong with that maneuver right there? Let's swing on over. We've got 30 seconds to make the burn. Go. 30 seconds to burn. It's all good. It's all good. If we just keep ourselves pointed in the right direction, I'm sure everything will work out absolutely a-okay, top notch. Definitely not going to run out of fuel because we did a staging at the wrong time. I mean, why would that even be a thing? Why would that even be a thing? How many Marxists does it take to change a light bulb? None. The revolution is inherent. Nice. Nice. Political savvy jokes. Love it. Love it. Okay, I'm going to drink some hot chocolate while we just make this burn. Okay, that was good. Refreshing. Exactly what I needed to get me through this particular orbital maneuver. It's going to take a while, I think. It's going to take a while. I wish there was a slight way. I mean, I suppose I could kind of times warp times 2, right? That's how you do these things. It does make the steering a little bit more difficult. And that's alright. I mean, no one really cares about that, right? Okay, I think it might be time to first slow that down. And then kill this and see what's going on with our other marker there. Stop. Oh, I went too far. Went too far. That's okay. We can deal with that. We can definitely deal with that. Just make a quick turn. Let's have a look at how much fuel left. Oh, we got so much fuel left. So much fuel. Maybe we'll pick up our new guy and take them somewhere else. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I think actually we should just go and get a new contract from the Space Center if we're going to do something like that. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. I would like to warp here. Go. The moment you're watching two Twitch's videos at the same time. Okay. Which two are you watching, dude? Which two are you watching? Obviously, the stream. I'm guessing. I mean, I might be wrong that you're watching the stream, but I've got a feeling. Got just a small feeling you might be involved here. Collaborative Warfare Part 1. Ah, nice. Nice. My highest viewed video, you know. Me and my friend were going through the views yesterday. All the Collaborative Warfares are over like 10,000 views or so. And then the next one is Post Phenem, of all things. Then we got a Skyrim with a rude word in the title. Of course, I don't get any money off of that because of this. My voice is high-pitched. Oh, in collaborative warfare? Maybe. I might be screaming a little bit more. Concentrating. Yeah, I kind of missed the Dear Leader character myself. As I was saying, I kind of want to put together a game show. Call it For the Glory of Leader, where he just sets teams some random things that need to be accomplished, like erect me a monument to my glory on Moho, or something like that. Maybe I'm now an old man. Maybe. I mean, 4 years have passed. Okay, let's do a burn to try and even these up like that. Cool. 25 kilometers. In fact, 100 meters per second. It's really not going to take us long to meet up. So let's try and go back. Yeah, unfortunately, like if I was to bring Dear Leader back, it obviously can't be in a second war series because that's just, I don't know, that seems like heresy to me. But his own offshoot thing, I'm definitely feeling that. But the thing is, like, who would I get to take part? I mean, maybe Billy would. Maybe I could ask Billy. Yeah, I'm just not sure. Twitchy is Dear Leader secretly. No, what? Hey, no. I'm just his advisor, mate. It's the sad point of the stream where, you know, we realise I'm out of hot chocolate. I drink that far too quick. Hey ZTech, how are you doing, buddy? I hope you're having a good day. I'm having a good day. I'm having a fair day, to be honest. It's been short. I woke up, I don't know, 3 hours before stream. Always nice. Always nice. Okay, we're getting close with that rendezvous. Let's try and push it back the other way. This way? Yeah, this way. Go! I mean, I am going to be slowing us down like that. This is the main thing, which means that our rendezvous is getting further and further apart. 17 kilometers? Are you sure, mate? Are you sure? Okay, well, I'm going to do it this way then. We're going to practically slow down. Well, in fact, we have slowed down. What I'm going to do is try and turn towards it. I know, yeah, just so disgusting about the lack of hot chocolate in my life. Saturday night. The acronym. Or are we singing the song? Saturday night. I can't remember the words. Wow. Early 90s music, people. It was great fun if you could dance. Well, it's great fun if you could. Okay, we need to definitely get pointed more towards this guy. 11 kilometers on the map is not close enough to join up. Not even. What have we got? 17 kilometers. We can do better than this. We can do a lot better than this. Let's burn towards him for all we are worth. I say all we're worth. Let's just spend some fuel on it. Yeah, I heard about that, ZTech, but I mean, we can talk about it later. Doesn't seem the thing for a stream, if you will. Still not close enough. What is this? Oh, look, there's one over there. 0.9. 0.9 is what we want. 0.9 is close to what we want. What is my favourite animal? The communist dog. My favourite, I mean, I suppose it's got to be the felines, right? Cats and stuff like that. Strong, independent, don't really care about too much, that sort of thing. Another 3, don't, man, don't. He's already come in and admit that he's had some self-destructive tendencies. That's all he needs to say. It's good. Okay, let's burn yonder. I mean, we're coming in fast. Very, very fast. We'll do some slow downs as we approach. Yeah? Is this good? Is it not good? I don't know. I'm spinning ever so slightly, so I'm not sure. But it looks like I'm pointing in the right direction. So let's give it a bit more of that. Perfect. Look at that. 0.2 kilometers. Gotta love... Oh, no. Just tap it. Just tap it. In fact, let's put our fine controls on. Fine controls are the way forwards. Just got to get a little bit closer, and then we can totally stop our velocity relative to him. About now, in fact, actually. Let's do that. The slower we can get, the better it's going to be. Oh, no. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. 2 kilometers. 2.2 is good. We can get a scientist out. EVA. Okay, we're going to focus on that fast spinning craft out there. Okay, let's do this. It's almost recreating gravity. You know, we're like, oh, there's the thing we need to get. The Hubble Space Telescope is only 3 meters away. Let's go there. Yeah, because that's what happens. I hate that movie so much. I think the reason I hate it so much is because Mike Massimino was going around beforehand going, it's so accurate. And it really wasn't. It really wasn't. Okay, looking at this craft, I've got a feeling we're going to have a little bit of trouble trying to grab onto it without being smashed up. It should be fun, though. It should be fun. We all enjoy a game of skill. Just noticed Beardy's bio says he lives in Antarctica. That's brilliant. Honza Street, how are you doing? Honza is in the Great Japanese Leader? Or was that Honzo? Sorry. Okay, we're getting close. Do I want to try and grab hold of the middle rather than trying to get into the... I mean, obviously I need to get into the capsule, but if we just kind of slow ourselves down... Slow. Going up a bit. Let's pull it down. Okay. Let's swap over. Not you. Try and stabilize it if we can. Such spin. Okay, that's good enough to try and enter into. Go. Ah, we've even left the hatch on top. That's brilliant. That is what I would like. Thank you. Okay, I suppose I would have preferred it if it was facing at me a little bit. Because as it is, we're going to have to try and grab this just right. Grab it. Got it. Yeah! Alright, people! Woo! So, we were asked for a powered landing, were we? Let's try and do that. We want to bring up the orbit. I am facing the wrong direction. Of course it would take an entire orbit to get there. Why would it not? Let's try and do that. Okay, that looks good. And we're going to warp there. My bio has so many grammar mistakes. I will not accept your level of grammar. Thank you very much. Honza is a trichial tech name. A traditional tech name is what I'm going to go with. Not seeing anything to respond to so far. It's a little unfortunate. I like responding to you guys. It's good fun. It's what I live for, you know. It's what I stream for. It's not quite what I live for. Okay, that was a little bit behind the pace, but that's fine. I'm just going to tell that no. Trajectories would be a great mod to have at this point, but, you know, I'm not doing that. I think at some point I would like to do my modded career video series, but I only get to play like late at night, and then the whole I totally understand when life feels a little stressful, pressureful, stuff like that. My girlfriend is a massive anxiety sufferer, so I'm sure whatever your reaction is to stuff is nowhere near as bad as what I've used to dealing with. Ever heard of Sinterklaas? Or Sinterklaas? As in, like, the German Santa Claus? Yes, I have. Okay, I think we're going to fall a little short with the trajectory we've got at the moment, so I'm going to just spend the last of my fuel on burning up. Oh, in fact, this might have been a little bit too much. Stop. Was that actually the last of my fuel? That was actually the last of my fuel. Okay, we're going to jettison. And we're going to get ready for this powered landing we were just talking about. We're going to face this way. Now, it's going to be hard with a scientist, because scientists are not so great at following directions. I can't turn the SAS on at all. Let's try and get this under power. Okay, there we go. Once we're there, we can get down to fine controls again. Science, high-level science, space science. Observe the mystery goo. That's fine. We'll take that home. Temperature, that's fine. Okay, in that case, we want the EVA. We want an EVA report. We'll take that. And obviously, we cannot get a surface sample. But what about the crew report? Can we get that? No, that's still in space. Okay, so we're very close to having all the science we actually want. Why is this on target? Orbit, surface. Surface is obviously the one we want. It's Dutch. Oh, sorry. The first was the closest we've ever heard a non-Dutch, but wow, no, that's not right, man. That is not how I work. I always have terrible pronunciations. Number 3 has to go. It was good speaking to you, dude. Always good hanging out. I will see you later. See you later. Okay. Are we entering the atmosphere yet? We're not. Let's speed that up. That's something that needs to happen, right? That is something that needs to happen. Okay, we are into the atmosphere. We are looking for a powered landing at the KSC. This should be relatively simple to perform. Should be. If we come in, as long as we got relative aerodynamic stability, which I think we actually have, this should be fine. Is it my turn right now, or is it another 3's turn? Sorry, ZTech. Alright, Honza, we will catch you in a second. Okay, alright. The heating is getting real, but this should not be a problem. This should not be a problem. In fact, we should be able to use that to our advantage. Somehow. I don't know. I'm not sure how we can turn this to our advantage. We can see the sparkling buildings of the KSC up ahead. That's the Kerbal Space Center up ahead. It's my turn. Okay, I will make sure I get round to doing that shortly. I'll try and get to it before the end of the weekend. How many lives does an Nancy cat have? 9. So that's amusing. a bit borderline, but I suppose as the Nazis have been, universally condemned for a very, very long time, we'll let it go. We'll let it go. Right, this is good. Oh look, 2.5 kilometers behind us. We have something that really wants to explode. Is it gonna catch up quicker? It might do. It might do. The overheat on that engine is ridiculous. Let's fire up some. No, we're not gonna fire up. Let's activate that engine. There we go. And now we should be able to. Wow, we're not going to stop in time. There is just no way we're going to stop in time. Set a little wobble up. Man, okay, well, we're going to come down in the ocean. That's fine. That's fine. Hey, Adam, how you doing? Did not see you walk in there, brah. I hope everything's going all right for you. We are currently a streaming fireball coming down through the atmosphere of Kerbin. That back there, you can just about make out a bunch of sparkles back there. That's home base, if you will. The fact that we can see it is always heartening. Always heartening, but I don't think we're going to make our way... stop. If we're going to do a powered landing, we need to have some fuel left for powering that landing. I just don't think that we're going to have... The problem is, the LV909, it's not got the to-weight ratio, has it? Oh, okay, so we're not going to be able to do a powered landing now that I actually give some thought to it. It's cool, I'm a big fan of combustion. Oh, man, no. Okay, we are coming down. We're doing well. We are doing well. Now, is there any science we could re-get here? I mean, like, if I review the data, reset, and try and grab that again, what happens? Oh, look, we can do that. Hey, flying over Kerbin. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Come on. Reaching G limit. He's all right. He's fine. He's not dead. That's the main important thing. So I noticed we weren't going to stop in time. So I did all my stagings. All my stagings. Yeah, things are good with me. Cheers, Ad. Things are good with me. The power assisted landing would have been fine, but we just didn't give ourselves enough time. How'd you make a clown cry? You kill everybody he loves. Oh man, that is harsh. That is harsh. It's just a clown. He just painted his face up to try and make you laugh. He just wants to make you laugh. 500 meters, and we begin the slow and painful process of making our way down to the surface of the planet. It's just a small drop, but wow, it is a big expanse of time. Possibly more time spent doing... Oh, excuse me. Spent doing this than spent doing any other part of this game. So yeah, that's a ting. That is a ting. Okay, we're at 100 meters. It's time to start slowing down the approach. Obviously, only in the time warp way. Clowns are evil. Clowns are not evil. The media representation of them is evil. It's like saying all Muslims are evil. That's not a thing, you know. That's just what the Daily Mail or whatever your equivalent of Fox News is. Hey, we made touchdown. Let's recover that vessel. It's got some stuff in it. Got some stuff. Okay, so we're now looking for a tiny space station, right? If we can do the space station of Tiny, that would be great. Explore Kerbin, what? Dock 2 vessels. I mean, we could do the docking. I suppose it's the first step on the road to making a serious space station. I'm just wondering if there's anything we could do around here. I mean, like, these are all above. In flight above, so we need to be in the atmosphere. That's unfortunate. Observational surveys of Alpha, Beta, and Gamma site. Where are these being done? Benjamin's Bend. Benjamin, eh? Yeah, War Duck knows. Clowns just want to have fun. Oh man, is that... No, they're not the ones. Where's Alpha, Beta, and Gamma site? Have I... Oh, was I looking at a moon mission? Is that what we've seen here? I keep clicking on the wrong buildings. Not having a great time on that one, but you know, it's all good. It's all good. Oh, I must have literally stopped as I... Oh, that's not very nice. It's not very nice at all. We got rid of it just as I went out to have a look. So I suppose literally this is the one we want to do now, unless we want to do some tourists. Test a kickback, a high G maneuver, suborbital. And surely there's going to be a low G point right at the top here. 4-4, plant the flag. Do we want to bring tourists on a docking mission? We'll have to do the docking mission to get the next contracts open. Why can't I hear a thing? I don't know. Have you tried to respawn? Sound looks good here, and we're not all caps, and we're not even going to talk about, you know, how sound looks good. Oh, we can't quite get any of the science we want there. That's fine. At some point we're going to have to do a super moon mission or something like that. Yeah, everything looks good. So, 2 ships for docking. We're going to need 2 pilots, right? And we're going to need the twins. We're going to have to create the twins, aren't we? So we want one of those. And on top of that, we're definitely going to want the docking port. Why we would want anything else, I don't know. Okay, so that's that and that's that. We're going to need to be able to bring them home. That is a thing. So if we go not electrical, where's the utility? There we go. A couple of drogue chutes would be nice, but I'm just going to put parachutes on the side here. I know the 2 parachutes is probably a little bit too much, but that's fine. Thermal, there we go. We want to put a heat shield on the bottom so they can come home. And I think that's possibly all we want there. That's possibly all we want. Do we have any monoprop? We do not have monoprop. My spelling is shocking. What, my spelling? Or someone... Oh, hit stuff. Sorry. Yeah, my spelling is absolutely shocking. I should point out that I am dyslexic, but, you know, that doesn't really save it. Okay, we saved it as Untitled Craft. Okay, that's fine. What I'm looking for is... No, not that. Oh, where did we get our first SAS nozzles? They must be... Oh, look, they are down the line. Oh, man, okay, that's actually going to be hard to get. I really wanted to get up to this one before. Okay, well, that's a thing we're going to have to do. That is a thing we are going to have to do. Do you think we're going to be able to dock these two with just this? Now, if we had two of these in orbit, do you reckon we could dock them? I reckon it'd be close, like super close. It'd be a lot easier if I had the SAS controls, right? So, do we want to do a Mun mission? What do you guys think? Cancel. The twins. Safe. Let's go and have a look. Let's go and see if we can do a moon mission, because getting the science would be good, right? Let's keep clicking on the space plane hangar instead of the mission control. Why do I do this? Why? Actually, I have no idea why. This has seemed pretty intelligent, long-standing issue. Yeah, it really is. So where can we get science from? Temperature surveys. I mean, one of the moon would be pretty good, but we then need to take lots of extra stuff. I mean, whereabouts does it want? A spaceflight below. Oh man, I've done so many of those spaceflight below the moon things. You end up like waiting for an orbit for so long, so long. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna plant a flag on the moon, and we're gonna get the first crew up there. Now, are we just gonna send one of our already leveled up pilots? Like, Jeb, get out of here. So Jeb is basically going to become our tourist guy. But I think what we want to do is send one of these guys, one of these two. Catalina, I think. Katiela? Something like that. Hey Mariah Carey, how are you doing? Wow, we got Mariah Carey in the chat, guys. Amazing. Welcome to the Steam group. Stream group. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. As you can tell, I am super pro streamer. So, okay, what do we need to get off the moon? We need one of those, and we also need one of these. That is a moon return capsule, especially if we then go and put a thermal heat shield on the bottom. Between there, we would definitely want to have ourselves a decoupler. There is a mod out there that enables you to not put the decoupler in, because obviously you're going to want to have separation at your heat shield like almost all the time. So the fact that they don't make it actually have HS jettisoning not staged, yeah, you see what I'm saying? Okay, anyway, do we want to put the Clamatron docking port on there? Because we could go up, we could dock two vessels together and then send this one off to the moon. I think that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so if we take this out of here, we're gonna go for a weird design. We're gonna put this on the bottom and pop this over here, and then we're gonna strap some fuel tanks to the side of this in the manner of this. I actually quite like this design. I know it's not exactly the top one. There we go, like that. But I think that looks pretty cool. Pretty cool. If we take these and pop them into the side of the... Yeah, I mean, that should work, right? In fact, I know it does work. I have sent it to the moon a few times before. Do we have any landing? I mean, we do, but they're not great. Let's try putting them there. We want 3 of them, right? And we want to have them like that. Oh, just. The clearance is tight. Tight. Okay, so that's looking good. That's looking good. So anything we need on there that we don't already have? I don't think there is. I do not believe there is. We don't want to jettison that there. We want to do something like that. Okay, that's looking good. Looking good. So what I will then want to do is put one of these. No, in fact, one of these to get us to the moon from low Kerbal orbit. I mean, to be fair, I think we only need one of those. And we're going to put this on the bottom of it. Oh, you know it. You know it. ZTech is question marking. I'm not sure what ZTech is question marking about. We'll have that. I mean, this is going to be a beast of a machine. Beast of a machine. Probably going to have far too much fuel. So like so. Yeah, something like so. I mean, do I just want the 2? I think I just want the 2. So let's have the swivel going down. And then we can have ourselves some asparagus thing. I don't know about you guys, but I love asparagus in this game. And we're going... let's collapse that away so we're not constantly misclicking. Let's do something like this. Do we want to have the same size booster as we have main stage? I'm kind of thinking that's good enough. And then if we have that flying in like that, it's not very straight though, is it? That to there. Looks good to me. Looks good to me. Okay, so let's figure out where the bottom stage lies. So it's that one. Oh, we haven't got any any engines on this. That's kind of alright though, because I want to do that. We'll save that over there. Just remember that's there. We'll use this again in a second. And then we're going to have the reliance on this stage. And we bring this around and pop it on the back here. Pow! And that should be a relatively funky staging system. That wasn't quite what I wanted to set up. That's these ones first, right? Okay, let's just double check. Yes. So let's take the fuel tanks off of here. Not the fuel tank, the fuel line off of there. And then we run it into this one. And then we should have a nice asparagus staging. This one gets dropped, followed by this one. And then the central core can take us on to, well, low Kerbal in orbit or the moon, depending on what actually happened there. Electricity and communication system. So the communication... also, you know what wouldn't go amiss is a parachute and maybe a few things like that. Let's... electricals. Electricals are a must. I kind of want to put it on... No. There we go. I just want to have a mirrored couple of batteries on the back there. Same could be said for the parachutes. Coming back from monular orbit, it's going to be pretty tight. And then we just need to fit a bit more science on here, which is fine. We're going to put the mystery goo canister in there. We're going to have a pressure mat there. We're going to have a thermometer on this side. And anything else we can actually take with us? Not to get actual science. No. Okay, so we want the communicatron just sat there like that. Is that looking good? It's kind of looking good. I'm loving it. I am loving it. We're going to call this Munraker. Why not? Why not? What's wrong with that? Just having a quick click through, seeing if there's anything. I'm like, maybe we should put some fins on these ones. I'm going to go with fins on these ones. Yeah, they look good. They look good. Stability, that is the key here. Stability. Decoupling, I think we're good. Let's go! Save, launch. Oh. Okay, Jebediah. About to take on... Oh no, Catalina. Jebediah with that specifically taken out. We're only got half the engines that we normally do, so let's see how well this goes in 3, 2, 1, fire! Yeah, I like it. It's a little bit sluggish, but a little bit sluggish is okay. We can definitely deal with that. Are we moving in the right direction? Yes. Yeah, some solids wouldn't have gone bad. But we're doing all right. Off blast, yeah. No, actually, this is super underpowered. Definitely needs some solid boosters. Look at the way it's handling. I'm not touching anything. This is like just what it's doing. I mean, I suppose it's kind of okay. We're a little bit under. Like if this G-force meter was kind of 1.5, it'd be better. It would be better. Okay, so I mean, we're not gonna not revert this. That is definitely a thing here. I mean, even at full tilt the other direction, we just can't get it going back. So let's revert the flight to the vehicle assembly so that we can do some solid boosters. Hey on Honda, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good time from whatever it is you just went and did. Okay, let's put some stack decouplers down. No, I said some stack decouplers down. There we go. Now, what is everybody's favourite brand of solid boosters? I kind of like the hammers. Yeah, let's go with those. Okay, cool. I like that a lot. I'm going to put that there, pull this down. Staging looks good. Let's resave and fire. Kerbals must be terrified. Kerbals are always terrified. SAS it. Full power. Go! Oh, much better. Two Gs on the takeoff is kind of what we are looking for. Nothing on the G meter, I note, though. I wonder what the loss of consciousness meter actually goes up to. I kind of like the whole G-forces coming into play business. I also noticed that we just managed to do 2 robotic rescues without the additional... what's the word I'm looking for? Tracking stations. Because I have disabled my additional tracking stations. I only want to have probe control if I have a direct line to the KSC, because I don't see the point in having that system in place if the only thing you've got to watch out for is Juna's shadow. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you've got to watch out for Kerbin's shadow, that's a challenge there. If you've just got to watch out for the shadow of the thing you're on, do a little stage. Did anything blow up? Nothing blew up. That's good. Then it just seems a little redundant. Why aren't you turning? The aerodynamics has changed significantly. Vehicle assembly. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's try this in a different manner. Let's have a look. Aerodynamics and center of mass. Yeah, I mean, did you just see that there? That was the one I wanted. We do not want the aerodynamics in front of our mass like that. So this needs to come down, I don't know, here? Can we put this on 6? Okay, and then take this. Ooh, it's not great. It's not great. But as we go on, we're going to be losing mass off the bottom. So maybe that is great. I mean, it's only supposed to take me to second stage. Not second stage. Low stage orbit. That's all it's supposed to take me to anyway. So it should all be good. Could you imagine being inside of any game, but you remember every playthrough, every death, every agonizing pain? ZTech, that is a question right there. I mean, like... Technically, the AIs in the game do know everything that's happened. Avoid gravity issues, add thrust. Makes sense. Makes sense. It's not the gravity issues I'm worried about right now. It's the aerodynamical issues. Aerodynamical a word? Sounds like it should be a word. Yeah, the aerodynamic issues that I worry about. Now, as you can see, we are slightly east of vertical here. I thought we'd go straight up for a little bit first. Already, the... aerodynamics feel unstable. I can't get it to start pulling over. Maybe we should have started that earlier on. Okay, I think what we're going to do is we're just going to try and push our way up to the top of the atmosphere. How does that sound? If we just go up and then just try and pull over at various points. Okay, we are due a stage any second. Are you guys ready for this stage? 3, 2, 1... Stage? Okay, that went well. That went well. Are we still capable of controlled flight? This is the question. It looks like we are. It looks like we are. We are definitely going up at a fair pace. I would like this to carry on just kind of tipping over a little bit. So that's that stage. That's that stage. Just double checking that everything is set up correctly. Yeah, no, everything looks alright. Everything looks alright. How high do you reckon we want to push this out to? I always like a good 80-kilometer orbit. I think that suits quite well. Prograde is the direction we want to be travelling, of course. I mean, if we're not travelling prograde, we got ourselves a whole load of issues. I think that would mean that we've had a definitional issue in spaceflight. Because, you know, prograde is prograde no matter which direction you're going, right? That's kind of the point. It's kind of the point. Okay, we are up to nearly the top of the atmosphere. 50, 60 kilometers, traveling about 0.7 kilometers per second. We really want to just tip out the top there. Do we want to maybe start pushing slowly, or do we want to do it a little bit harder than that? I don't know, guys. I do not know. I think I'd kind of like us to be somewhere up here before like going full throttle. But at the moment, I think we're okay doing it just like this. We are, of course, headed to the moon for a full science rundown. You reminded them that AIs have feelings, ZTech. Yeah, so we're going to the moon. Now, does anybody have a favourite moon crater? Ooh! Look at the eclipse. Look at the eclipse. That's great. Love it. Love it. Loving it. Loving it. Right, so I think everything's going all right here. We are 12 seconds away. Let's go full throttle. We're about 10 seconds away, 9 seconds away. Hopefully that's just going to count down very slowly. I mean, it's not going to count down at the rate we were expecting it to count down at. That, of course, would be at the rate of once a second. Let's just try and... Ooh, that feels like we had a bit of a staging. There we go. Awesome. Now, this should be able to push us all the way up into orbit. I mean, there's actually no chance that it's not going to. Maybe I want to just go for the steering assist up there, though. Because the Apple Apps has dropped behind us, it'd be nice to just keep pushing it up a little bit. I sound nervous. Say if I'm being held hostage. I'm not being held hostage, no. Alright. Awesome. Am I being held hostage? ISIS have me. By the way, I didn't hear your answer. Can you please repeat? What about you reminded War Duck that AIs have feelings or something like that? I think that's what I was saying. I think that is what I was saying. How close are we to being into orbit? We are very close to being into orbit. Let's just push it up a little bit more. I know I literally just hit the prograde button. There we go. All right, it's nice. It's nice. X. Okay. We are in a nice, stable, circular orbit. We've got the moon over there. I think we can make ourselves a gentle maneuver thuswards. Yeah, look at that. That's the best approach for the amount of delta V we've got, I think. Can we go... Do we want to go equatorial or do we want to go... Oh, hello. That's like proper land me on the moon. Okay, so this is a pretty low delta V way to there. To make the crossover. Let's try that. No, the question was, what would you do if you were in the situation inside every game, but you remember every playthrough, every death, and every agonising pain? I would hope for a good player. I mean, there's not much else you can do. I mean, what are you going to do? Erase yourself? You hope for a good player, right? You hope for a good player. Let's go to the next maneuver node. Okay, yeah, many orbits to pass, well, an orbit to pass. Let's take a moment to watch the majesty of Kerbin beneath us. Man, regression to the mean. yeah. The thing is, if you get a bad player, you're always going to get a good player. Yeah, no, I know what you're saying, man. I know what you're saying. So, time warping around. I think we're going to be able to make this maneuver a-okay here. We've got to make sure we're pointing towards the prograde, but thankfully, because I have set it up, pain and pleasure equals out. Yeah, you know, everything equals zero at the end of the day. Ask any theoretical physicist. You know, everything ends up equaling zero. Now, how far away from the maneuver are we? We're about 30 seconds away from a 40-second burn. I would like that to come down to about 25 seconds. It is dark on this side of the planet. Oh, yeah. Go. No, not go. Go. Hit the stop button instead of the go. I'm good at this. I wish there was a way of zeroing in on this maneuver SAS, but I know I need to like level her up. Stream dead? Oh, no. Stream's not dead. No, it seems okay. Looks good here. No, let's spell here right. I've still got my caps on. Okay, let's keep an eye on this. That was the very last second I could actually have made that post. I think we're doing okay. 13, 14. The stream is dropping for everybody. I know. Let me know, guys. Let me know how is the stream for people issues? Because like literally, YouTube is telling me that everything is fine. I've got to stop shouting across the chat room. We are at a good point where I could do a restart if things are getting difficult. Working now. Oh, I don't like the now. That means there was issues for people. Just crashed because of the stream. And yes, Honza, I mean, 8 people, it's not the largest we've had. Is this roughly the average that we get? Like, I mean, I expect to have 10 to 12 viewers per stream normally, which isn't a massive amount. Everyone's getting some lags. Luna's fine, though. I mean, that's good. Yeah, I don't know. All right. I've done what I can. That's kind of what I'm implying by I don't know. Let's a little bit more. There is the ultra low swap over there. I'm never sure whether it's better to come in with low velocity and then try and like match up to the moon or what. Froze for 5 seconds. All right, I'm gonna do. Okay, so I stopped and start. Hopefully that is now pushing out okay. Man, that would not be pleasant for me if it had stopped for 5 seconds or so. Well, I mean, like, I suppose for me, I'm just playing the game, so it doesn't really bother me that much. But I would like the game to work for you guys, or the video to work for you guys. I am going to warp to about there. Seems like the perfect place to warp to. What are we doing for electric charge oxidizer? Yeah, no, we're doing all right. We are doing brilliant. I brought monoprop with me. Why did I bring monoprop with me? I don't need the monoprop. It'd be nice if there was a way of venting that all, you know? Like, I suppose you need a nozzle to vent it out. Froze again. Well prepped for. Oh. All right, I'm not impressed with the freezing. Okay, so what? I suppose what we're going to have to end up doing is just kind of finishing this mission off and calling it there, right? Would not be great, but it might have to be a thing. Do you reckon that's low enough? Do you reckon we can stop on that? Just above the horizon? Just above the thing. 4 kilometers seems good. Seems fine now, no buffering. Okay, I hope everything works out well. Let's set this to a retrograde, and I'm also going to warp to the next maneuver. Hopefully, the electric charge is enough to turn it around when it comes down. I hope everything goes well for Warduck. He's asking for luck, and luck will be wished. Oh, yeah. I like to wish luck for people. Okay, when this gets all the way around, I think the thing I'm going to do is just almost immediately hit full throttle. And go. Ah, it's sweet. Yes. It's a good thing. Oh, it's not a good thing. We got a stage. I mean, I suppose it is kind of a good thing. Staging is not anything to worry about. To be honest, this was supposed to get me to the moon, so we kind of did okay here. We did, like, incredibly well, rather. Let's just kill that because no one really cares. And pull that all the way down. We want it to be, like, under 10 kilometers. Ideally, under 5. Coming at hundreds of kilometers per second is probably not the way to try and get this perfect. But 58, 40. I mean, how low can we go? 15 to 7. 7 sounds good. Let's 6, 5. I mean, 4 was kind of what looked good. Okay, we have a little bit of a clip there, but that should be fine. That should be fine. Okay, we're going to start making maneuvers when we get over the lip of this particular crater here. Let's try and keep an eye on the moon so we can see where it is we are coming down to. I mean, I say the lip of that particular crater. We're probably going to end up landing inside that crater given the approach vector we've got going here. I also want to have a look and see if we're going to... Yes, we are going to crash into that crater face there. So... Do we want to start slowing down now? Do we want to give a little bit of upwards velocity to our slow down so we miss that crater? I think that's probably the one we're going to go with. Yeah, like that. Look at that. You see that? Perfect. That is beautiful. And, oh, is it still legal to say that there are only 2 sexes? I mean, yeah. I mean, it's legal to say a lot of things that are fairly closed-minded and, you know, narrow in the worldview. It's still... I mean, to be fair, it's legal to say a lot of very nasty things. Legality doesn't really enter into moral codes, if you will. Very rarely... I mean, the thing with the legal system is it's always... It reflects our grandparents' morals, if you will. Like almost every legal system, because the people that make the laws are the people that are old now. You know what I'm saying? Okay, are we gonna? Ooh, I don't know. Are we gonna land in the crater or on the edge of the crater? I don't really want to go in the crater if I can avoid it. Let's start slowing down. I mean, this beautiful bit of flat land here would be ideal, I suppose. Yeah, let's try it. Let's try it. Pushing that away at the same time as pulling it down is a very interesting situation to find yourself in. I kind of want to land... I mean, do we just want to stop and plummet? I mean, stopping and plummeting, very bad on the fuel consumption. Something like that. Let's just hit retrograde. I don't really want to land in this chaoticness over here, but it looks like that's what's going to happen. Everything that is by the law is moral. Really? I disagree strongly there, man. I disagree strongly. Everything that's in the law should be moral, but any system done by people is always going to be a little bit flawed and biased. Do you reckon we can land there? I reckon we can land there. Let's try that. We don't want to point that way. I kind of want to point it more towards the middle like that. Let's push it that way and see what happened. Oh, that was too much. Oh, that was too much. That was too much. Like, quite a lot too much. So let's try pushing it back this way. I mean, alternatively, we could just land on the crater outside here. Like, that's where we're going now. Let's just go land there. Callum is telling us it's dead again. I'm not loving this. Not loving it. In fact, now YouTube is starting to tell me that we have a little bit of a stream issue. Why? Oh, I'm pushing through 8 kilobytes a second. 800 kilobytes a second, which unfortunately is not even close to what my internet can handle. Though we are now back down to 500. I'm afraid we're just going to kind of have to wing it until I can get off to the moon. Okay, well, next week I'm going to twiddle with my settings a little bit more and see what happens. So I assume we're coming down for a suicide burn. No, we're not going to come down for a suicide burn. I cannot make such maneuvers. I can't quite see whether we're coming down on the flat or not. That is a problem. That is a problem. Shall we jettison? I don't think we will. I think we're going to keep hold of this until, well, practically last second. I think to do that, though, I want to do that. Oh, I've just noticed how terrible this staging is. Okay, vertically down. So... theoretically, ZTech. So he's saying morality is a concept of the community, and laws are made by the community, and and by their morals. As long as it's legal, it's moral. That would be true if, you know, legal, corporate, or governmental systems were lag-free. If there was no time delay to anything they did, then yes. But the moral code changes with What just popped? You know what? I'm just going to do this by hand. Decouple. Moral codes change with every generation. This is something that has been observed for a long time. And institutions are very, very bad at following what people say in real time. That's gimbal limit. I don't want a gimbal limit. I want it to thrust limit myself. There we go. Half speed. That should do well. Okay, we're coming down for the powered moon landing. It shouldn't be any trouble, to be honest. Coming down at 12 meters per second. Look at the rip on the texture there. I don't like that. I don't like that. I wonder if that's just something I've got set up or if it's something I can change. I'd like that to change. Okay, let's come down a little. Yeah, looking good, actually. Looking super good. Let's try and push this in the right direction. Let's drop the speed a little bit, the throttle, sorry, and touchdown. Love it. Oh, that was possibly one of the least fraught with peril missions I've done in a long time. And we've done our first quick save, guys. First quick save of the stream. So we're going to observe the materials bay. Awesome. We're going to keep that. Can she... She can't get stuff out. Okay, so observe the materials bay. The mystery goo. We're going to observe everything that we can. We're going to go out and we're going to get ourselves a surface sample. If we can get a surface sample. I don't think we can actually get surface samples at the moment because I have not spent the money on the correct ship to do so. EVA report. No. What is going on? Let's get this sorted. Sorry, it took me a second on the pause buffer there to figure out how to make this work properly. Are we good? Are we good? We are good. Okay, so now that we've done that, can we just let go? Much better. Much better. So, get on your feet, soldier. Not a soldier, but still. And we wanted to plant the flag. That was a thing that we needed to do to pass a mission. Okay, plant flag on the moon. Alright, what are we going to call... Let's get all these things out of the way. What are we going to call the name site? This is First Landing. Hey. To boldly go. Question. Dots. Those are the things. Love that flag. Love that flag. So we've done the EVA report. We cannot do the surface sample, which is unfortunate. No, we can grab not board and board it. Dump the experiments. That's fine. We've done that one. Have we got a crew report? Save that. Okay. Is that everything ready? Can anyone think of anything else we need to do at the surface of the moon? Hey, your boy Eric. How are you doing, man? I hope you're doing good. I think it's the job of the community to change the laws. Yes, indeed, it is the job of the community to change the laws. It's just, it takes a while for that to happen. And it's kind of got to take a while to happen, because if it didn't, then we would have all sorts of ridiculous laws being passed all the time, basically just on a whim. I mean, I don't know, I always find, not so much the laws, but the punitive system, a very strange concept. Hey, you've done something wrong, so we're going to do something wrong to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Americans have the right word, if not the right essence. Yeah, they call it a correctional facility, which is great. If only they actually did correct. So we are going to go this way to the east. We're going to try and get ourselves a low monular orbit set up so we can get a return for minimal delta V's. Yeah, that's looking good. Yeah, it's looking really good, actually. Are we going to smash into the surface of the crater that is in front of us? Maybe. Maybe. Beautiful sight, though. Beautiful sight. I think the next thing we need to do is bring a rover to this area. I mean, just look at this area. Maybe we'll come back to First Landing site with a rover and just have some fun. Like, we can freewheel around and do some great jobs here. I noticed that my terrain scatter's not on. Wait, what? Settings. Where are you? Where are you? Videos and graphics, gameplay, UI, flight elements. No. Okay, it's obviously something that I'm going to have to do from the outside. Accept that and go resume that flight. I want to congratulate you. We've managed to make jump cuts. Oh, really? Well, thank you. Thank you for the congratulations, but we're going to have to figure out what's going on with this internet at some point. So I've started looking in, well, I had already been looking into alternate providers. I'm sure you guys are aware that I have horrendous internet at my flat and seem to be absolutely powerless to do anything about it, which is even more annoying. But I have been looking into providers that have been going around trying to pick up that particular bit of slack. Unfortunately, their site was down when I went to do it. So, okay, this is where we're going to try and come down to. 54 kilometers sounds absolutely spot on. Whether we're going to be actually able to make that, we're probably going to end up losing this science here. And unfortunately, I don't think this pilot, more to the point, can collect the data. She can. Remove that data. Great. We are adrift from our spacecraft, though. Wait. What are you doing? Get back inside. Get back inside. Oh man, could you imagine this if like this was how it went in real life? It was like, yeah, I'm just gonna jump outside and grab the stuff from orbit, but you're falling towards the moon. Ah, technicalities. Grab that. Cool. I want to get back over this way. Awesome. I mean, technicalities, guys. Technicalities. I'm not using something. No, as far as I'm aware, everything is super quiet on my machine. Let's. I mean, Discord. Discord could be a thing. Let's quit that. I know this Discord has a little bit of impact on my system. Nothing is downloading on Steam. No, everything seems super quiet. So we can't... it's unfortunately not my end. I mean, it probably is my end. It's probably something. How long do we have until I have to do some stuff? Minutes. I mean, literal minutes. That's cool. That's cool. With that in mind, I can then open up my task manager, see what's going on. Super exciting for everybody involved. For everybody involved. Let's get back and have a look. Yeah, let's just watch the moon trail away. While I have a look. OBS, Firefox, system interrupts. Ooh, those system interrupts. No, nothing else is using my internet. Because the internet is the bottleneck, obviously. Okay, well, anyway, let's move on, shall we? Yes, we shall. I'm going to move and try... I didn't want to focus on the moon. I wanted to pull this round to the next maneuver. And hopefully the maneuver will get us going all the way home. I mean, that is the plan. If we don't get home from this maneuver, things have gone horrendously wrong. Is there anything else we need to take into account when we make this burn? I don't think there is, actually. Cool. Can we see anything from this point of view? We see shadows. Darkness. No parents. Ha, Lego Batman. People excited for the Lego Batman movie? I don't know whether I am or not. I've not even seen any trailers, to be honest. I quite enjoyed the actual Lego movie, though. That was a bit of a surprise. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Okay, so we are trying to make a burn so our apoapse ends up... so our orbit line ends up totally parallel with the moon's orbit line, because the faster we can go backwards, the more we're going to end up falling towards Kerbin. Now, I wanted to have myself something like a 54-kilometer aero brake. Maybe we could go a little bit closer than that. 65, 58, 49. 49 sounds good. Be the best. How are you doing? Would I like to use your internet controlling the game through TeamViewer? Yeah, maybe, mate. Maybe. might work a little bit better. Okay, we are literally returning home now, guys. We're going to try and do the aero brake with all this in place. But if it goes wrong, we can jettison stuff, because I believe, yes, we took all the data out of that canister. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to EVA again, and we're going to get the data out of all of these. Let's remove that, thank you. And we should be able to actually take the data from in there and get back inside, and that should allow us to do another crew report. There was no need, though. There was no need. It's worth checking, though. It's worth checking. So this guy's just spinning. Just spinning. I kind of wish I had persistent rotation in place, but I don't, so we can't really do much about that. I am going to warp... well, it's going to be about here, actually, because we do not want to warp into the atmosphere. Where's the moon? Bye-bye, moon. It was fun hanging with you. Just left the sphere of influence. You can tell by the way that the time countdown slowed down, and then we're going to fall past the sun-ish. Hey, what's your war series? It's a fun series that me and a few guys in the chatty system right now are playing out. Literally just having, a traditional Kerbin side and BD Armory face-off. A few backstabbings has happened already, so I think it's going to be a fun series. I think it's going to be fun. I like the movies better in not Lego. Well, Lego. I thought the movies were alright in Lego. I'm a little bit disappointed that so much of it was CG. I mean, like, if you're going to do a medium that is inherently so good for stop-motion animation, and, big companies do stop-motion animation a lot better than, like, internet people do, then, yeah. Thank you. It is kind of cool, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's kind of cool. No, obviously why I agreed to join in, because it's kind of cool. Alright, let's try and get us down into the atmosphere. This might be the last mission we do today. We might try and see if there is an easy mission we can do. If we get ourselves a whole load of science from this, we might even make ourselves a plane and go do some observational surveys of Kerbin, because they're always fun. You guys just like chatting to me whilst we're flying around in airplanes and stuff, right? Oh, look at that. Why is this gathering so much heat? Which way can I face it so it's not gathering so much heat? I don't know. It's about to explode. Look at it. Oh no. Oh no. Let's use the fuel, shall we? Well, that went well. Here comes the decoupler. Do we want to decouple? I don't know. It says it's going to overheat anyway, so let's just wait. Let's just wait. I mean, if that explodes, it's not going to take out my ablator as well, is it? Is it? What do you guys think? Was it a Mun flyby or landing? It was a landing. Was indeed. Coming in at 3 kilometers per second. We're probably down at our lowest point right now. Oh, we're getting close to our lowest point. This means we are going around for another go, guys. Yeah, we're definitely going to go round for another go. Oh, that's annoying, actually. I do. As much fun as it is. Maybe it would be better in stop motion. I think it should be better in stop motion. There were a few parts of it where I was like, are we sure this is CG and not stop motion? Because especially like the ocean bits and stuff. It's a hard decoupler, is it? It's hard as nails, isn't it? It's really good. Really good. Still flying out of the atmosphere. When we get up to back to 70 kilometers, we will hit the time warp again. What have we got underneath us here? Oh, in fact, where are we? Are we going to end up with a Kerbal Space Center landing? Oh, maybe. I've got a feeling we're probably going to end up with, you know, the crater on the other side? That's kind of here, isn't it? I think it is. Where Arequibo and places like that are. For people that even know slightly stuff about Kerbin Side. Maybe I should do a modded Kerbin Side playthrough. That'd be fun. Do a tutorial of making flyable planes. Maybe. I mean, literally, the tutorial I would have for planes is going to be about 3 or 4 minutes long, where I go, alright, you kind of make sure that you got wings up front and a tail at the back, and for the love of God, make sure your center of aerodynamic stability is behind your center of mass. And that'll probably be about everything that I've got to share. As ZTech says, it's quite funny. I mean, you know, I can share everything that I have learnt about planes. There is a new Kerbal Constructs add-on, is there? Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. I might start a small discussion group somewhere to find out exactly what people would like to see in a modded playthrough. My plane only has 2 wings of vertical stabilizer. And advanced people can definitely do that, Callum. But if you are looking for a tutorial... You say at the end of your tutorial, go and watch someone else's. Yeah. Now that I've taught you all that, go watch Scott Manley. But yeah, if they're, you will land now. I hope so. Yeah. No, let's be positive. Let's be assertive about this. I will land now. This is the landing cycle, right? Oh look, we are so close to the Kerbal Space Center. Oh, that was so good. That was so good. The thing is, because of the way slowing down works, we're probably going to end up there. But it's pretty close. Pretty close. Once again, we've got all the heat going on. I'm starting to think that I didn't even need this ablator. Should we pop it and see what happens? Do you reckon it will slow down quicker? Plant a flag on the moon. Oh, we didn't dock 2 vessels. Oh, I knew that was supposed to be a thing we were supposed to do. So I docked. I did that. Ooh. Ooh. That was fun. Oh, I want to do that again. Did you guys see that? I thought I was dead there. I was a break in my car. Let's see if wow, the decoupler. No, it doesn't survive. I really thought that was gonna like go away, come back, and explode my entire ship. I pressed the button. I was like, oh, I've made a mistake here. Oh, I've made a great mistake here, and I've not saved it since the surface of the moon. Oh, we're on our way back up again. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. I always hate these triple passes. Triple. You're right, Red Foxy YouTube. How are you doing? And P the Best does not like my use of decouplers, I don't think. Oh, we might be going for a third time round. We might not. Let's speed it up. Yeah, no, we're definitely going around again, which means we are going to be even further back in the desert, which I mean, it's not great. I'll be honest. It's not great. We are at 55, 56, 57 kilometers. Still got a way to go yet. I would at some point like to try and drag these out of orbit. I think we're going to need to use the claw. The claw. Red Foxy is good. I like it when people come into the chat who are good. This is good for me. It's good for you. It's good for everybody. We're having good times, right? That's what we're here for. We're here for good times. Or I am anyway. I know a lot of people are here to complain, and I will not accept that complaining. Why didn't I descend on 34 kilometers? Because I normally explode completely when I do that. Also, I'm not a professional. I might get paid for playing Kerbal, but I'm not a professional Kerbal player. I know, I've been playing it for like... I don't know, when did it come out? When did 0.18? When did 0.18 come out? It was well before the beta and stuff like that. And that's when I was playing. Which I think has actually led me with a disadvantage. Because I'm trying to remember stuff that doesn't apply anymore. If you see what I'm saying. Oh, are we on the dark side? Dark side. I don't know, we might make it through. We might make it through. Now, we're going through at ×4. You can see the heat building up in the ablator already. Maybe we should jettison it? No, of course we're not going to jettison it. I always set the centre of lift in the middle of the mass and then a little bit down. Yeah, that would work. That would work. It'll be not prone to backflipping, but it will do a loop-de-loop easier, if you see what I mean. The biggest thing that Be The Best did was Kerbals was a Juna landing and return. I've done many Juna landings. I think I've only done a return once. Mainly through tragic reasons. Tragic reasons. Okay, we appear to be... Oh, look, we're over Green Basin and Green Coast. Look, there's Green Basin. Green Coast is just over that way. There's the Arequibo Mountains. Area 51 should be over that way somewhere. Love it. Love it. Wow, we are shedding speed like a boss. You know, those speaker systems. Oh, I just hit my microphone now. I'm sorry, guys. I got too excited again. It keeps happening. Keeps happening. Want to do a grand tour? A grand tour with mine? Yeah, I mean, I would like to have sort of a mothership, if you will. You know, something that turns up and then it drops some mining pods and like has the ability to land on some of the lighter places. Maybe. I mean, obviously, you're not going to get a mothership down onto Eve, do some mining, and take off. That's just the only thing you're ever going to get down to Eve is maybe a one Kerbal missile to come back. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Okay, I'm going to have a sip of juice. That sip turned into very, very many gulps. Okay, let's have a look. Where is our radar altimeter? It's right here. If you guys didn't know, by the way, not that one. This up here... Now, give me my control back. This up here, this is all to do with sea level. But if you come inside and have a look at your radar altitude, this one tells you exactly how far from the floor you are, which I find very useful. Which I find very, very useful. Man, the pyramids are just the other side of those rocks, aren't they? If we come down just on the wrong side of the rocks, that's a little bit disappointing. A little bit disappointing. Also, looks like we're about to hit the top of a mountain. Maybe not the ideal place to come down. But it will have to do. It will have to do. But how to craft it? Big. You craft it big. Was this going to open its chutes? Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's hit the ×4. Speed up now. I don't like the fact that we're coming down on such steep-looking terrain. I don't know how about you feel about that. Just build a full-size Death Star like the one the company owns. Yeah, that would work. That would work. Let's spin. Oh no, we're at ×4. Let's not spin around like that. There we go. Okay, what is our current radar altitude? We are at 400 meters, coming down for 300 meters any second now. Watching that nav ball wobble back and forth like that is a little disconcerting. 200 meters just about to come up. I'm not loving this. I'm not look at the landing we're about to make. The soft flat plains are just over there, and we're about to hit this hard twisted rock, or sloped rock, I suppose. How close? Matt Lone did indeed do a great world, an amazing grand tour. There we go, recover the vessel. And to be fair, Matt Lone's stuff I absolutely love. I think it's great. I love it. I love all his stuff. And there was another Australian guy who started getting famous about the same sort of time. He also does very good stuff. All the science. All the science. And she only got 2 XP. I mean, like, what? She went and planted a flag on the moon. What's this? What's this? Okay, do we want to go for the specialised construction? Because we could. No, we can't. We can't even do that. 45, 135, 290. Oh, I suppose we could. At the same time, I really want the SAS nozzles. In fact, you know what? I'm going to do that right now. SAS novels, so we can start turning around and doing stuff in space and like docking properly. What does this one do? Oh, this got Werner engine. I don't care about the Werner engines. What I do care about though is photovoltaic panels. That's a must. What else? Should we buy some of these backlog stuff? I think we will. Just to get it out of there. Okay, doing well already. We've spent all the science. Wow, just like that, spent all the science. Research fuel tech. I kind of did. Did I not? Oh, this stuff. Yeah. Oh, I cannot do these ones at the moment. Okay. Maybe we'll put some money into our research at some point. But right now, let's have a look down and see what we got. Big engines, small engines. Okay, that's cool. Fairings and decouplers. Not so much sold on that. Circular intakes, radial intakes. Planes are good. I mean, planes are good. What we got? The Wheezy. Have we only got the Juno at the moment? Oh, excuse me. We have indeed only got the access to the Juno. Maybe we'll make one of those. Maybe. And then the Hitchhiker's stage. Okay, stuff like that. Okay, all right, fine. This is good. We are just short of $1 million. Or 1 million roots, I suppose. We need to send up something that can dock with itself. Did I get anything that actually had a probe body in it? This is the question. I did. Good. Okay, so we can send up tiny things. Tiny things. You want us to accept tourist missions? But ZTech! You were all over it when it was being pointed at other people. It's something we should discuss on turn 5, though, right? I'm fully up for doing things like that, but it's something that should happen at predetermined times, like the Kerbal Congress, if you will. Okay, so we're going to just make 2 little things that can go and dock together. That is literally all we want them to do. So, to that end, I'm going to put a tiny decoupling bit on top. I wish I'd got the tiny engine. I wish I'd got the tiny engines. That would be nice. Tiny engines would have been great. Instead, what we're going to do is... I mean, I suppose we could just power it entirely with monoprop. If we do this, because once we get up into orbit, like we don't really need to do any long range stuff. Okay, like that. That's good for me. And we're going to copy it out 4 times, so that when we put these blocks down. Okay, so we have forwards and back, left and right. I think this should be flyable. We don't have any spin control. Let's do something about that. Small inline reaction wheel. There we go. Alright, so that should be pretty good, right? That should be a controllable thing. Center of mass. Ooh, I mean, look at that. Look at that. Let's pull that down to there. I mean, I'm not loving the fact that the nozzles go into these tanks here. I'm not sure how well that's going to work, but we will deal with it, I suppose. Yeah, okay. That's fine. That's fine. The other thing we're now missing, I kind of feel like we're packing a lot of stuff into the small space. You know what I'm saying? We're packing too much stuff into the small space. But we'll try it. We'll try it. Because, you know, I love packing stuff into small spaces. Let's try this. Let's put the snap grid on again. Okay, that may or may not be workable. That just needs to move up a tiny amount. I mean, I know once we start losing fuel, it's all going to be a bit weird as well. I suppose, to be fair, we would then want to move these up. Like that, maybe? Maybe? Maybe. Maybe. We'll try it. Of course, we are going to try it. Okay, so we'll pop this on the bottom here. And now we need to put a nice lifting stage. Not going to be alive on turn 5. Sure you are. Sure you are. You got someone. You got JJ. Sorry. And you and JJ can just go along and take Callum down, right? I was thinking about that during well, last night after you sent me the message and I went to bed. Or rather, I only saw the message that you sent as I was going to bed. I was thinking, all right, well, what can we do? What can happen here? And I was like, well, he could just gang up on him. Okay, there's those two. You know, I was fairly sure that's what the alliance was all about anyway, wasn't it? He wants to leave the faction. Oh, what? Really? That's a little unfortunate. That is a little unfortunate. But that's not insurmountable, my friend. That is not insurmountable. Okay, I have not even slightly figured out how much delta V this has, but we're just going to do it like this. I mean, it's a small rocket, right? We don't need to put lots on it. I'm looking for these. Do you reckon this will make it into orbit? It looks a little minimal. In fact, it looks very minimal. I mean, this is an alright lift stage, I suppose, but for actually getting into orbit, I'm not entirely certain. Aerodynamic lift is down below. It's alright, Callum. Like, remember, any trick you use against people can also be used against you. This was something that had to be explained to a few people in collaborative warfare. It's like, yeah, cool, could do that to you. Does this look alright? Does this look alright? Rendezvous, something like that. I think it might even be an E instead of an N. Rendezvous 1. Oh no. With a 0, 1. There we go. Rendezvous 1. This is going to be just, will it get into orbit? Will it get into orbit? Let's find out. So Max is a lemon. Just like to point that out. It's been sat there for a little while, and I feel like it's something that needs to be shared with people. Max is a lemon. Okay, that's about where we want to be with this, yeah? Something like that. I mean, ideally, we want to just carry on falling over a little bit more and a little bit more. The control has been lost. What is that tiny SAS probe supposed to be doing at the top there? There we go. That's what we want. Explosions and disorientation. So let's go back to the vehicle assembly. But sub, thanks very much, my friend. Always enjoy a new subscriber coming along. Okay, let's try. Let's try the winglet. No, the deluxe winglet. That looks like it should be more fun. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull these thrust limiters down to 40%. Because we don't need all of that. We definitely don't need all of that. Save, launch, go! Right, 3, 2, 1, blast off! There we go. Much better. Much, much better. We're not going so fast that we can't control it, but we are going fast enough to keep that forward velocity going. Tiny probes. Oh, I should. Oh. Ooh. Why didn't anyone remind me that I need a communicatron on this? That said, this does come with an inbuilt. That's the battery bank. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get to it, am I? There it is. The command capsule here. First thing I'm going to do is turn the hibernation to auto. Oh man, that juice has literally just done a number on my throat system. And in here somewhere there should be the antenna range, 5K. Now is that 5,000 kilometers? I can never remember because the whole distance thing in this game is a little weird now, right? Explosions just behind me. We're slowing down too much. Let's speed that back up. Because it's like 5K plus 5 plus whatever it is. Yeah, so it's this antenna plus the antenna range of whatever's at the KSC. You divide them together, like you add them up and divide by 2 or something like that. You find the what's the word I'm looking for? Average. We're looking for the average, the mean of the two. That's okay. We're just going to set these up in minimal orbit. I mean, literally 75, something like that. We do not want to be going too high up in the air. $72, $73, $74, $75 looks good. Pointed almost entirely horizontal. That is, of course, one of the better ways to get into orbit. It used to be in the original Kerbal space program that from down there to up here, you could just go at 45 degrees, and that kind of did the right amount on both sides because the gravity, atmosphere was a lot more forgiving at the time. Not so much now. Oh, no. Okay, let's just try and get this up and out the top of the atmosphere. I'm really, really worried about the amount of fuel it's got. Well, I'm not worried. Oh. Times 4 is not what we want. Not for doing things like that. Oh, no. Okay, so I'm just interested in how far this is going to get into orbit. How well is it gonna hold up against? Against the rigors of space. Sorry, I was reading all the smack talk in the chat. I shouldn't take things so personally, guys. It's just a game, right? That was kind of the whole point of us playing, was just to have a laugh. Okay, we're coming up alright. Can we make this into a perfectly circular orbit? I don't know. I would like to see. I would like to see. Right. I think are these last... I mean, it's always... If you want to get yourself a nice high efficiency orbit, something that takes very little fuel to get going, then it takes time. It takes a gentle push at the right time, at the right place. 71.81. Let's see if we can't get them to 79.82. That's pretty good for me. We'll do that. We've even got a little bit of fuel left so that we can like burn this up in the atmosphere when we need to. In fact, no. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so with that done, let's return to the Space Center and let's launch the second one. It was inside a video, Callum. Everyone was told that. Just to put that out there. It was definitely said, and I was aware of this. And we just want to launch the exact same vehicle again. We're going to call this Rendezvous 1? I think we are. Doesn't matter if two vessels are at the same, of the same make. In fact, it probably helps. Where are you? You are the target I want to look at. And we want it roughly where this heap is here. So this should be relatively simple to perform. We just need to time warp around. And now, let's not go too far. Something like that. I've got that focused on. And 3, 2, 1, go! I don't know why I've got full throttle on my liquid fuels there. It doesn't really help. I'm going to go with a target. Because I know how to do a launch profile almost off the top of my head. It's literally just keep falling over until you're about 10 kilometers and then hold it steady. So because of that, I'm going to keep my eye on the target retrograde rather than the orbital one so that I can see where I need to be to get myself in line. Now, right now, what we're trying to do is push that retrograde marker there as far down as possible. I want to try and get it down towards the horizon if possible, because then we can just be like getting ourselves into orbit by looking at the retrograde, which is what we want. The retrograde, of course, will like bring mine and the I love that, mine and the target's speed closer and closer together. Now obviously we only want to go to a certain height here though. We want to try and make this so as this comes screaming in at a speed, I'm accelerating to try and match it the entire way. Yeah, that's going to be fine actually. That is going to be fine. Now with it starting to push like that, let's try and pull ourselves down onto the... Pull down like this. Okay, this is looking good. We are a little deep in the atmosphere for going so far sideways. This does mean we're going to be losing a little bit of fuel to the drag, but now that I've turned on the dragometer, I don't actually see any on the go, so I think we're going to be okay. I think it's going to be alright, guys. I think it might be. Let's go back up to 45 degrees so that we can be bringing this up a bit more. Watching these descending and ascending nodes wobble around depending on how I'm facing here. This is good though. If this can come up and meet this at the same time, these all meet each other. Oh, that would be so good. So good. So it's swapped into orbit for me, even though that's not what I want. It's swapped into orbit. Oh, look at it! Look how close it is! Oh, it's so good! Oh, I've never been so close. Well, I have been this close a few times before, but only when I was learning to do this maneuver. Oh, this is what you want when you're gonna go for a rendezvous. This is the approach you want. Oh, that is so good. I'm a little bit excited about that. I don't know if you guys can tell. Little bit excited about that. So we're going to go and point ourselves towards the retrograde of our target, and we're just going to wait. Because there's nothing else we can do here. We'll just wait. See, this is where we're going to be, and he's behind us. And then this is where we're going to be, and he's in front of us. That means we get to catch up perfectly in the middle here. Ah, it's going to be so good. It's going to take a while, though. It's going to take a while. In fact, when we get out of the atmosphere, I might just start pushing towards the orbital reference. I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to try and circular, because we've got so much circularization of orbit to do. We're going to try and do that when we've just passed this bit. Like now, in fact. And then hopefully we can... Ooh, I don't know. These are getting a little awkward. I mean, we've got a long way to go. This is the problem. We've got a long, long way to go. I don't want this to get too high, though. If this gets up too high, then going to be in a little bit of trouble. Okay, surface target. Should we try this? Is it gonna do it well for me? I kind of feel like it won't, but let's try it anyway. Oh look, they're getting close. Oh no! Did I just run out of fuel? I just ran out of fuel. Okay, this is fine. Kind of prepared for this. Go. Okay, all right. Yeah, we can do this. This is just going to be a little awkward, but we can definitely do this. RH. I need to check the map. Need to keep an eye on the map. These even getting close to each other. RCS is not the one to... Oh, my monoprop isn't... There we go. Is that better? My monoprop being used now? It is. It is. Okay. AppWap's going up. This is getting... Oh, they're going apart from each other, aren't they? Relative separation, 86.54. Oh, I see. Oh, relative speed, not relative separation. That's kind of what I'm looking at there. Okay. Trying to get these two to dock going to be very interesting. Very interesting. We are currently flying on RCS. I suppose they're OCS, the orbital reaction system, just like the space shuttle used to have. Just like the space shuttle used to have. Like that, carry on pushing, because we don't need to spend a lot of mass on getting ourselves lined up well here. We do, however, need to make sure that we stay in orbit. that is the problem. Make sure that we stay in orbit. 57, 60. As soon as that gets up to 70, we can start making corrections based on our position. Okay. Got a feeling we may have already gone too far. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So to do this now, we want to kind of push that way. Watching that periapse. We're just going to have to make corrective maneuvers whilst hopefully not putting ourselves into a ridiculous I'm going to crash into the atmosphere burn. Still got all the monoprop though. All the monoprop. Looking at this meet up point over here. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I mean, that's pretty close. We grazed the top of the atmosphere. Oh, can we pull that just up a bit? I don't want to go right into the atmosphere. So what I actually want to do is kind of warp here. If that's possible, yeah. No, this is good. This is good. That's where we're trying to dock onto. Hey, Honza, how are you doing, buddy? I hope you're having a good time. I'm having not a stressful time, but a kind of worn out time. We have no connection, no data. Are you kidding me? Are we on the wrong side of the planet? We are on the wrong side of the planet. That is not what we wanted. When am I going to get some more connection? Show me the path. No, there's no path here. Alright. Well, you know, we can all be silly at times, and this time it was because I tried to end up rendezvousing on the wrong side of the planet, which means once we get round there, oh man, I can't actually do anything about correcting this, can I? Alright, new thing. New thing. We're going to have to put a geostationary set of orbits up, a set of probes up, which is literally no issue, I would just like to say. Yeah, that'll work for me, ZTech. I mean, I wasn't planning to attack anybody anyway. Well, I mean, it all depends on what the people vote for, right? I mean, you may have noticed the way that I'm doing my my videos is that I let people vote. I mean, at the moment, it looks like I'm going to attack Arequipa? Which is going to be fun. Okay, this doesn't want a docking port. No, it doesn't. We want to put on it a... Where are you? Communication. High gain antenna. I mean, that's not at all going to get ripped off by aerodynamic forces, right? Yes? No? Yeah. It'll be fine. It will be fine. That there. And then this strapped to the bottom. I mean, why would we not need the same thing here? Now, if I'm doing geostationary, we want to stay geostat. Not that I can remember the height for geostationary orbit around Kerbal. I know, I might ask my phone in a second, but the first thing we're going to do now, it's 200 and something, right? 200 and something. I just put that engine in totally the wrong stage. I want that one and that one together. These all fire at the same time. 3, 2, 1, go! Yeah, well, so we'll end up for 200. You think it's a very good option? It is actually a very good option. Like, it is one that I would normally take up, but I am contractually obliged to follow the result of the polls. So, not the Polish people, you know, the straw poll that we have running all the time. I would have liked to have done this as a polar orbit, which I think I might throw up a polar one. Like, we can put 3 whilst this is flying. So I'm going to put a geostat here, a geostat here, and a geostat here. That is about here, right? Or is it just outside the MUN? I can never remember. But once I've done that, I'm then tempted to do one going around here to provide links. Maybe not. So, can anybody check the wiki for... Oh, wow. Bye-bye, little rocket booster. It was good fun hanging around with you. Revert flight to launch. That was good fun. That was good fun. Let's try this again, shall we? There's the staging that went wrong. Aha, that's the one that I want down here. Okay, now that I've spent a second... Ooh, don't mess that up too bad. Now I've spent a second figuring this out, I'm also going to come across and go Kerbal geostationary altitude. And hopefully either Google or DuckDuckGo or something like that can tell me 2,608, was it? I saw it there a second ago. Geostationary. How do I? Okay. Kerbal stationary orbit. It is, of course, 2.8 million kilometers. Okay, we can do that. We can definitely do that. 2.8 million kilometers. 3, 2, 1, go! Sideways. Go sideways. It's the very important part about orbital dynamics that everybody seems to forget. I mean, going up is good fun, but going sideways is what it is actually all about. If you don't go sideways... What does the stream say? It got lags. Oh man, you're kidding me, really? Well, we are past the 2-hour mark, so once this guy gets up into something resembling geostationary orbit, we will definitely run with that. Sorry, just having a look at the... So yeah, 2.86 million kilometers. Having a very good flight though. Very good flight for one that I was not watching. You always got to know at which point you can leave your rockets flying and which point you've got to be super on the ball about. Okay, so that one's good. We're going to do the stage. Everything is going to explode behind us. And we're just going to push on our merry way. Oh yes, indeed we are. Now, oh man, this is going to... I've actually got to go almost straight up, haven't I? Because think about it. If I'm going sideways, I can't then push up. So, like, when I go sideways, I'm going to be pushing up my periaps. And to push the periaps up to geostationary size, I'm going to end up on the wrong side of the planet. That's what's going to happen here. I'm going to end up on the wrong side of the planet. So as I say, ZTech, I cannot guarantee that I cannot attack you. You need to win over the votes of the people that are watching. I can put it on a straw poll for the next episode. I mean, I've been offered this non-committal friendly pact, because that's what it is, totally non-committal, you know. Did that not stay? Oh man, like the couple. Go? Yeah, there we go. Go. 2.6. I mean, there is no way this is going to end up being a useful orbit. Your boy Eric definitely thinks that is the way to go, but unfortunately, this is not the official... what's the word I'm looking for? The official poll. Just wondering whether I want to save a lot of my fuel, because we're not going to get up to geostation. I've got half my fuel gone. So if we do a maneuver to like that, the reason I say this is going to help is it's going to help bounce it at least partially around the system to me, right? I know it's not quite right. I didn't put enough fuel on here, but I just need to do something to enable the crosslink to happen. I wonder if these two are going to get closer or further apart now. Definitely feel like I'm going to have to use the other ship, the one with the bit of fuel, to try and improve contact. Not the movie with Jodie Foster. So, as all people are saying it is a good option to take ZTech still, I will definitely put it as an option on the straw poll. I think we'll probably end up having several straw poll for my next war episode. I'm not sure, but I think a crazy Russian may have just joined the group. Hello. Oh, man, I am so sorry, mate. I do not know how to pronounce half the letters that I see in front of me. No, I couldn't even begin. It begins with an A. Second one's got a C in it. I'm sorry, that's the best I can do. I'm such a terrible English person. Rendezvous 1. Let's switch to over there. Awesome. Okay, you want to match up with you, set as target. No, I hit switch to, not set as target. Are you ever going to play a multiplayer game, or do I not have friends? I play multiplayer games all the time. It's just none of my friends actually want to record with me. Turns out that's a big problem in the real world. The people who want to record are generally not great, and then the people who don't want to record are the people you want to do stuff with. By not great, I mean trying to meet up with them and stuff like that. And in fact, hey, Future's Edge is a multiplayer series. Right, how are we going to get these two connected? Add a maneuver. Does that put him... Yeah, underneath the surface. That's no good. What about that way around? Can you do that? How many delta V's is that? 300! Whoa, that's a lot of delta V's. Which one am I looking at? I'm looking at the tiny probe. That's not the one I want to look at. Okay, so let's cancel that. Let's go look at the other one, because he's the one that can actually do some stuff. So switch over to him. But Jurassic Xenomorph, you haven't made any videos. What am I looking for here? I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for this. Man, takes a second to talk to people and I'm just totally thrown out. Okay, we've set that as a rendezvous. Let's add the maneuver. Cannot add the maneuver because control is... Look at this guy over here. Why isn't he helping? It's because he can't see. Well, let's extend this anyway. Ba-bam! And hopefully this can now... I mean, he's got full control, so why isn't he passing on his good stuff to here? This is exactly why I put him here. .01% of my subs want me to take the deal. Yeah, I could go with that. I could go with that. He's still not connected. Why not? I mean, it says I've got limited probe control. But I don't have my plus and minus there. Okay. I do quite want to add a maneuver, though. See, he does it. Why isn't he relaying? I thought that was the whole point. Zed, the problem is not the quality of the deal. I'm totally on board. Retract, require complete entrance. I'm totally on board, like doing that. It's just that I have made a decision early on that we're going to do it via popular vote on the videos. So that's how it's going to have to work. Okay, so it must be that I've not got a proper relay antenna. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid I am going to have to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure. I will see you next time. Oh, hey Infernal, you've turned up just in time for me to say goodbye. I will see you next time, where if other people are around, we will try some science-based Kerbal multiplayer. If not, we will be doing some more multiplayer Kerbal Space Program. So I will see you then when we're going to do that. Bye!